to the channel.
Welcome back. I was never here.
We have a new guest, a special guest.
Wait, Tale.
Holly.
Yeah.
Okay, and I'm Ra. How y'all doing? Yeah.
Are you talking to me or are you talking to your audience?
To the audience, to you, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Okay. So, yeah, how y'all doing? Welcome back to the channel. So today we're here because it was just London Fashion Week, and we're just sharing our thoughts about this past London Fashion Week, about new designers, old designers. Most designers, this is my first time seeing, so I don't know nobody.
I think it's because all of them were independent, so
Sure.
there would be very not well-known people, but some of them have like quite a big following.
Okay.
So.
Yeah, I literally have just went to the show and no other in-depth research. Like, I don't know these people, honestly, but yeah, let's share our thoughts. We're going to start with our favorite looks of the show. And this show was at the, what was it, Tottenham
Hotspur Stadium.
Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. And it was literally like in the hallway, which is cool because I went there like a week before for Beyonce, and it was literally like,
oh yeah, you did,
the whole stadium. I was just like, so where's the show actually going to take place? But it was in the hallway, and it was actually really good though. It was one designer that had, was it a love story? It was some sort of
it was
like wedding thing type thing,
yeah.
and they literally had them like walking backwards down the runway, and like it was kind of slow, but it was also very fascinating
because they were telling a story. Every outfit was a story, so it was quite interesting to like work it out.
And then I feel like runways are very traditional, and like that was untraditional, very untraditional, very like, let's shake things up, let's shake it up, let's do something different.
Speaking of untraditional, what did you think about the vibe of the runway? Because I remember us talking about it, and then you saying something about the music.
Yeah. Like, I feel like, to be honest, I just feel like it was very quiet. Like, I feel like the shows I have been to before, it was very like lively, very like proud, like participation type thing. And like this one, it was just very like barely any little claps, like just very quiet. So I was just like, okay, like I want to hype it up a little bit. I don't know, at least like, especially for like the models and stuff, like walking down the runway, and it's just so quiet. It's like, damn, like, do I look okay? Like, I guess that's also for me, like
as a model.
As a model, I'm just like, I feed off the like the crowd interaction and like the crowd kind of like reaction type thing. So it's like, if I'm walking down and it's really quiet, I'm just like, are we doing this right?
Something wrong?
Do y'all like the outfit? Like, am I walking okay?
Makes it more intense.
Makes it definitely more intense, more like, I don't know.
I think definitely at the beginning it was a bit slow. The music and everything, it was just very slow for me. I remember telling you as well, when I saw the models walking, they were just very, very, very slow for me. I wanted them to walk faster, but it just wasn't happening. And I got what you meant by like the music thing and the vibe and the energy. She was wooing. Like, a video, we're gonna put it right. Because she was the only one that was doing it, and then it was a bit weird because are we allowed to do that? Are we not? Like, what kind of show are we at? No. Are we allowed to show expression? Are we allowed to laugh?
Literally. And it was just like, I don't know. That's why I'm like, I don't know if that's something that like I come from. Because like, I feel like it's, especially in the Black community too, like just people of color, like we show support to our people. Like we see them performing, like doing certain things. It's just like, I see you, girl. Like I see you working. Let me show you, what you've been working for, type thing.
Right.
But I don't know. It just felt quiet. But it was also, I feel like the music too was just very like very slow. They like do 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 do, like, and yeah, and it was just another show that I went to. You was talking about like, the music really does kind of help, to like fill the room.
Right.
And, like if the music's not loud enough and then the people are quiet as well, it's just like it's no energy.
Yeah.
And like I went to another show where like the music really filled up the room and like it was a good vibe and stuff. So I feel like it definitely, the space was cool, but it didn't like bring the not actual but a good vibe, I would say, to,
at the
like, a fashion
beginning,
show.
because
Yeah.
near the end it was actually quite energetic, and you could hear everyone cheering. I was just thinking, where was that energy at the beginning?
Right, where was it at the beginning? Maybe people got tired. They needed to shake it up a little bit.
We did have a
or
little
something.
lunch break, so people might have just like drank alcohol.
Literally. And that's what I was thinking too. Like, it's no way to not be like energetic, especially if people are like drinking and like it is good fashion and stuff.
Yeah.
So it's like,
I think that was the only thing that we could say, like, we weren't feeling it a little bit. Other than that, very talented fashion designers.
Yeah.
A lot of different inspirations. Yeah.
yeah. A lot of inspirations, a lot of stuff that like a lot of inspiration, like I feel like we could see inspiration from like other designs and stuff, but I feel like also just left inspired to like do more things and stuff too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because literally the next day I just had loads of ideas, and I was like, wow, it was so good to go to a show like that. Loved it. So,
Agreed.
who was your favorite designer?
Like I like the one where they were like walking backwards. Like I really like those designs as well.
I think that is House of Aristocrats.
House of Aristocrats.
Yeah. House of Aristocrats.
Yeah, and like with their designs, it really did tell a story of like using the different designs and colors and the way that the people walked and stuff like that. It was very like captivating, even though it was kind of slow. It was still very like still had our eyes on it type thing. Like
Yeah. I actually really enjoyed House of Aristocrats as well. I really enjoyed it because I'm a big fan of designers that design with stories that you can unfold, and I like creating my own story by looking at it. But this one was so good because I felt like I was telling a love story.
It was, right?
Yeah. And the last part as well, you know, when one of the models comes out with roses, and I was like, he murdered someone.
Literally.
Like, he killed somebody. He killed somebody. He's got gloves. Get it? His hands are
literally
bloody.
Because I don't think it was roses. It literally was like blood. Yeah.
So lovely.
He killed that girl.
Yeah. It was slow at the beginning, but once I kind of like understood it a little bit, it was nice. It was nice. There was one bit that I was a bit confused by, and I wasn't sure if it was part of the show. When one of the girls coming back,
they like bumped into each other.
They bumped into each other, and the girl got the dirtiest look to the other model.
Literally.
I was thinking, is it part of the show? Are they saying like there's conflict between the two lovers?
Yeah.
Or is she just mean?
Right. Is she just like?
Because she should have seen it.
Yeah. Because it was like it looked like a irritated look, but it was also looks like a
irritated lover.
Yes. Literally, like, because I feel like if you're on the runway and you're also walking backwards, you're kind of bound to like bump into somebody. Yeah. So it's like like you say, I don't know if it was a part of the show or if it was like it just happened, but like you said, the way that it all played out was just like, damn, like, what's the beef?
What happened?
What's going on?
Because I remember hearing you beside me say, it's okay, girl, it's okay. Don't know if that made it worse with that. Created a beef that was not there from the start.
That wasn't even there. I'm dead.
Yeah. Designing Galamfe, their design was so amazing. That's the one where they use like a lot of feathers, a lot of textiles. It was just really, really nice.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I remember the boots.
Yeah.
I remember the boots, and they were literally.
Oh yeah,
like
we're a bit worried about the sweat that was coming out.
Yes, because y'all know, I feel like we're gonna put it on the screen, but y'all know like those like when it was like those see-through boots era.
Kim K.
Yes, literally. I like the purple look, but I don't think it was this one though. But it had to be because
It has, because we were there.
it had to be.
It's a bit fuzzy because it was a few, not even a few weeks. When was this?
No,
last
it was,
week.
It was last week.
It was last week, but you know what? We're old.
Right.
We're getting old.
And I've also been to like
Another
3
one
other
the next
shows,
day.
honestly. So it's
Yeah.
like I can't remember.
But to me, this one was very, very, very feminine, very flowy. Big fan of feminine looks.
It gets very like bride, very like
Right.
what is it, bridesmaid? Like not necessarily for the wedding, but
Yeah.
like for like the events leading up and afterwards and stuff like
Kind
that.
of aesthetic, definitely. But also like a bougie girl, you know,
Yeah,
like you want to
yeah.
go there, get your champagne.
Get your champagne, get
Just
your girls
a
together.
Very, very like I just love feathers, feathers, diamonds, everything. The movement of the clothes. For me, it was perfect. There was not one look in there that I did not like. It was so good.
Nice. Perfect. Yeah, I'm really,
Very beautiful models as
Yeah,
well.
very beautiful models. Cute. So favorite so far, it was the backwards
House of Aristocrats.
House of Aristocrats. And
Lampe.
Lampe. And then you said you had another one that was like looks like kind of Asian inspired.
I did. Enno.
And
Enno collection. I think I really enjoyed the aesthetic. It was, for me, it was quite clean. I love that top stitch details. Very different from the other one that I liked. But me, I like every kind of style as long as I like it. If I like it, I like it. If I don't, then I don't. With this one, I do have some videos.
for sure. This one you talking about?
Yes. The first look that you just like played for me, I'm not gonna lie, it does remind me of a school student, a British school student on a cold day. They'll wear like jackets like that outside. So I didn't like that. I wasn't too big of a fan for that one, just because I feel like I've seen it outside like a school. However, all the other ones I feel like it was quite new, you know, it was different.
Yeah,
It was different, it was new. Loved the little details of top stitches. The fabrics looked really nice as well.
Yeah, and it's like the all black vibe. I'm always an all black
But you
girl.
know, I keep forgetting it is summer though, and I was planning spring summer, so some of them did not look spring summer to me. Because when you think of spring summer, you think of like lighter fabrics, something that's like more cooling rather than something that will make you
like
sweat.
Yeah.
I know we're in England and it's not sunny, but it's still.
But it's interesting though because I literally have been out though like now and like recently and it's hot as hell, but people are still wearing jackets though too. Like
Crazy people.
people are definitely still wearing jackets, so it's like it could work. And I know also like my friend works at All Saints, and I guess they're really big on like their leather jackets and stuff like that.
Stinks.
Their
Stinks
leather
a lot.
jackets, and like literally she's like that's the main thing that we have to sell even during like the summertime.
Really?
Yeah, because
That's
like,
crazy.
I guess that's their specialty, but
Yeah.
the leather jackets they're always in, regardless of the weather. I will say too that like this is not about the looks, but even like with all the shows and stuff that I went to, I literally have only seen like one plus size girl, barely.
Yeah.
And like, you know, I feel like for me that's always something I'm looking at and like looking to see and stuff like that. So like only seeing the one, I was like, dang. I mean, it's upsetting, but it's also like expected, I guess.
Nice. I did a research on that actually. Yeah.
What's your research? Because I'm kind of doing research on that, but like more so like luxury and stuff for my dissertation.
Because when they say plus size as well, they don't actually. Their plus size is 12.
And that's not even.
No.
That is nothing.
I mean,
That is
even
nothing.
like the models. I forgot her name. But she's white. and she was the first plus size model.
Ashley Graham.
Right. To me, she's not big enough. Like, her stomach is flat.
Agreed.
Her stomach is flat.
Yeah.
Most plus size girls don't have flat stomachs. So even when I look at like models that are plus size, even in BLT or other websites, it's just like
they don't be plus size.
They've got flat stomach. Like, that doesn't look like me. I have bumps and lumps. I need to see people with bumps and lumps.
Literally.
Yeah.
Because, like, literally, it'd be like, okay, they'll probably have, like, hips or something like that. But, like, their top part would be so small, like, so tiny. Or, like, sometimes I do see, like, people with big boobs, but they don't be big people, though, either. So, it's like, that's still not necessarily plus size. Like, I don't know. It's so weird. Right. And especially, like, with people, I feel like there are models. Like, there are plus-size models, like me, for instance, where it's like, I really am trying to get into that space, like, model for Pretty Little Thing and model for certain brands and stuff like that. And, like, I feel like you said, it's good for people to actually see, like, real people in the clothing. Because it's like, I'm like, oh, my God, this is so cute on the model. Then I get it, and it's like, this is not the same thing. This is not the same thing. So, like, yeah, I just like to see, like, models that actually represent the population and, like, that actually not necessarily fit the clothing, but, like, make the clothing look good without having it to be, like, a smaller plus-size model type thing.
So we know that the clothing brand is also inclusive rather than exclusive towards one size of models. We want to shop somewhere where we know we're going to get something that's going to look nice on us. Yeah, totally understand that. I think there's a brand called Selkie. There's one called Selkie. Selkie is like a cutesy brand, but I've seen them use like bigger models, like a lot. And Disneya is like, I don't know how to explain it. It's like lingerie, but at the same time, it's out. You can wear it out. It's see-through clothes, but you can wear it out. Yeah. So like even them, they do use big models sometimes. But I have seen them, I have seen them like use it a lot before. So with this one, I can see like different representation. I know it's gonna look nice on every single body.
Yeah, because I
it's
feel like
variety.
Yeah, it's variety. Like a lot of brands, like they literally, like say, oh, we support plus size, and they do have plus size clothing.
Do you feel like it's not for a trend though? Because sometimes I feel like people see, the brands see other brands supporting certain causes. And they see people hyping it up, right? And be like, yes, a brand is doing it. And they're like, we can do that. Like sustainability, even like having models of different color, like darker skin models. But do you actually believe in it? Or are you just jumping on the hype?
Yeah, they're just trying to get more money.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's what it is a lot of times. Like sometimes brands, like it's embedded into their, like their culture. Like that's what they're known for. Like it's not an afterthought. Like it's always something that they're thinking about and stuff like that. And like you said, some brands is literally like, oh yeah, like we see this brand doing it, we should do it too.
Not calling names.
right.
We don't want to get sued.
Not calling out any names, but yeah, and it's so interesting because it really also, I feel like a lot of times too, like those brands, they'll be like, oh, like, you know, let's jump on the train, but then don't even have the line long enough to even see the return on it. Like, like, not naming any names, but I have, like, because I'm doing research on it and stuff like that too, like, certain brands, they'll have a plus size line for, like, a month, maybe. Like, that might be an exaggeration, but for a very short amount of time. And be like, oh no, people not buying it, so we should take it off the shelves. But, like, are you advertising it to them? Like, do people know that you have those items? Like, are they actually good items? Like, different things like that. So it's literally like, you could jump on a train, but you also have to be willing to stay on the train. Like, actually stay and continue to support plus size people, because a lot of times, like, people don't even know that it exists because a lot of brands don't. So it's like, if you don't advertise, how will people know that you have those options?
Have you gone to some of those brands where they have like all different sizes, and when you go to plus size, it's just like the ugliest clothes ever.
Literally.
Like everything's covered up, baggy. It's just not flattering at all.
Yeah, I have. And like a lot of times, not even a lot of times, but like I have heard this where it's like when brands think of plus size, they think of older people who want to cover up, not like us young people that like we're still young, we're thriving.
We eat, you know.
Yeah. We're still young
like
and we're
food.
still thriving. Yeah, and we like food, but we also want to look good in the clothing. We don't want to cover up.
Yeah.
Like,
I
that's
don't know.
not the
I don't know
vibe.
where the whole concept comes from. Like, you know, like, or because you're bigger, because you have a hip, because you have like flaps or whatever,
You need
or
to
you've got a
cover
bit
it
of
up.
stomach, you
Yeah.
have to cover up. We have to be embarrassed. Why?
Because
Why?
probably some white man, some white man that determined beauty standards.
Isn't
for
that Donald
women.
Trump?
True.
So that's what he said.
That is true, but it is he perpetuates it for sure. But it's been long before Donald Trump.
It's very sad because at the end of the day, body is body.
Body is
You know,
body. Yeah.
one type of body should not be able to wear another type of body can't wear. You know, it's just, it's weird.
Yeah.
It's weird. Clothes are clothes.
Yeah.
Fabric is fabric.
Fabric
body is body.
fabric. And it's like, I have 2 points. One is like, especially now, a lot of people are creating like these oversized looks and like these like excess fabric looks.
I hate
So it's
it.
like, not that you don't even have the fabric or the time or like the space to do it, you just choose not to.
Oh my god, that's the
one.
excuse that they used to use. I remember. So sorry.
Yeah. No, you're fine.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, and then like another part is like, I've seen where it's like people say like, oh, certain fashions on, is it fashion like skinny person versus a big person type
I've seen
thing,
that
like
as well.
just because your body is out, that doesn't mean that it's actually fashion. It's like not even that your body is out, but like certain clothes, like certain outfits.
A-line dresses, A-line skirts, everything A-line.
Yeah.
The excuses that they gave us at the beginning. Because I'm going to put myself there as well, because it's the same for me too. The excuses that they used to use about like, oh, you know, in order to like make clothes for bigger people, you have to use more fabric, you have to use more this. Yeah, you're using oversized, you're making oversized clothes. So
Literally.
where's the excuse now?
Yeah.
And why is it like a trend for oversized look?
All this oversized clothing.
Why is it a trend?
And it's so interesting because like even with like thrifting becoming a trend too, like people would literally go to thrift stores to get bigger clothes, like
so they can cut it.
so they can cut, or to like just to have oversized clothing. It's just like, it doesn't make sense. And I've seen this video, like this guy literally had like a pair of like 5X jeans on, and this man was like a little twig. Literally just went to go get these big ass pants just to
Belt
call
it
fashion.
up, or
yes, literally to belt it up and call it fashion. But it's just like, now
it's funny, like literally majority of the fashion brands out there are catering to skinny people. So now you're going ahead taking things that what like big people have and then just fucking it up for us, because
Fucking
now
it
you're
up.
taking it in.
Right.
We have
already
nothing to
don't
wear.
have options.
What do you want us to do, walk around naked?
Exactly. We already don't have options, and now you want to just
Take our
more,
shit.
Literally. Crazy.
Please
Please.
please
Leave us alone.
leave us alone.
Leave us be. Leave us be in our own little world, like our own little box that y'all put us in anyway.
It's so funny when like big girls decide to wear crop tops or something a bit tight. It's a different reaction, isn't it?
It's a different reaction. It's, I feel like for me, it's definitely always stares. It's always like,
oh, you're not supposed to wear that. Why are you
Right.
wearing that? It's not
Exactly.
for you.
exactly. And I'm like, I look good as fuck. First of all. I look good as fuck, so I'm gonna continue to wear it.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Like
mean-
like you were saying too, like different aesthetics. Like sometimes I like to be super feminine, sometimes I like to be real boyish.
Right. Just depends on the mood.
Yeah,
Just
depends on the day.
Jinx. Touch wood.
London Fashion Week. Well, honestly, overall though, I feel like it was really some good looks. Just not a
Loved
lot of
it.
plus size.
Not a lot of plus size. One other thing, there was a brand that had a lot of African prints on it, and
Yes.
there were not enough black
African
models.
design. Yeah, black
Represented.
models, literally.
So
It was literally white girls walking down in their African prints.
and they were not doing it justice.
Agreed.
I think things like that you have to kind of keep it in the culture.
Yeah. Yeah. Because it's literally like, Because I feel like we were saying it at the moment where it's like the designs are good and it looks good, but like it doesn't flatter that person.
Right.
So I feel like it needs to be
someone who knows the culture is the someone who can pull it off, because when you wear that clothes, it's not just clothes,
Wearing the
it's
clothes,
culture,
yeah,
you know,
yeah.
bringing the energy. Like there were a lot of girls that were wearing clothes like that, and they brought in the energy, and it was enjoyment. But there was one specific girl that I'm not going to talk about, and I don't want you to put it up there because I don't want to be mean. It was the most boring book I've ever seen, and it was such a shame because the prints were lovely. It was so
good,
lovely, but she was white. She doesn't understand the culture. She doesn't understand.
Right, she doesn't fill it out.
The power of the print as well.
Yeah.
It's not a print that you can get down the road. You know, it's not your everyday clothing as well. You have to wear it with pride. Where's that pride gonna come from when you don't know the culture?
When you don't know the culture, barely ever even like immerse yourself into the culture type thing.
The attitude wasn't there as well.
Yeah, it was very bland. The model.
Yeah, it's very disappointing.
Yes. Yeah.
But the rest is good. It's just
The rest is good. Yeah. Yeah, but that also kind of bring it back to the plus size. So like sometimes I see
She wants to
like,
talk about the plus size girl.
I
okay,
feel
go
like
ahead.
yeah. That's always my tea because that's just me. But like no, it just reminds me like sometimes brands like I've seen it on Amazon when I'm like getting some tights or something like that, and it was just like, oh, we go up to a certain size, but they don't use a plus size model. They use a small model, and they like extend their arms to like fill out the.
Oh my god!
The fucking,
like this?
Yes, like you know
Stretch
how
it
like you know how like you have on pants and like it will come like all the way up or something like that, and they literally just like.
God.
You know, just
oh my god, you know,
stretches it out to like fill it out. It's like, or you could just use a plus model.
I was at an online Asian brand thing, and they were doing the tight stuff. And so this Asian girl, she put both of her feet in the same leg to show how big it can be.
Like
it's offensive.
Literally, like you could just get a model like a actual like plus size fit model like.
Plus size.
Yeah, I was gonna say like more so about like luxury brands too. Like even with like going on trend and stuff like that. Like I read somewhere where it's like luxury brands like they call themselves like daring and like you know they take risks and stuff, but like having plus size clothing, that's not a risk that they're willing to take unless someone else does it. Unless enough luxury brands do it.
Well, there's not enough like rich plus size people.
Right, apparently not. Apparently not, but honestly, apparently not because ain't nobody signing up for my focus group. So, if you wanna give your thoughts about plus size luxury clothing, and if brands should have it or not, and just opinions about it, sign up to be in my focus group that I'm having. When am I having it? June, I think 24th. Yeah, if you want to share your opinions and you are based in the States, sign up for my focus group or do my survey, because it's like the same. If you don't want to actually talk, you can just do the survey. So I can just get more data about.
Sign up, guys. It's your sign. It's your
sign up for my focus group, or even if you're not a plus size person, if you have worked in
the industry,
luxury sales, I would love to hear your voice as well. That's another angle that I'm taking too. So sign up or do the survey.
Woo!
Yeah. Do you want to see
what is it? The other shirt?
Yeah.
There's a lot of shapes that's being played with, manipulated.
I like that one.
Yeah, very nice.
Yeah, I feel like, I guess also we've gone to like graduate shows too. Like I was saying this, like talking to somebody else, where like I feel like there is not really like they're encouraged to be creative and encouraged to be like just to be outside of the box. So going to like the graduate shows, definitely like you got to see like people's visions untainted. I feel like they're very much like authentic and like
I can't say in my experience, because in my experience you have that freedom. At the same time, every few weeks we would have like a presentation and the lecturers would basically tell you what to do. So you kind of end up like doing their like using their views. Yeah. You know, it was a bit weird. Like some part of it is yours, but sometimes at the end when you look at your work, it doesn't feel like your work. It feels like someone else kind of like mess with it.
Yeah, okay,
So,
okay.
yeah, but
Yeah.
these are very nice.
Yeah, but also, like, I don't know, actually. Like, to me, it does feel untasted, but that's
Most
an outside
likely.
perspective.
Yeah.
But, yeah,
It's
that is
very,
very true.
creative. But you know, like looks like these, right? Sometimes you kind of need to have like a personal statement. So when you do your project, you normally have personal statement. Like, what is that concept about? Like, why does it look like that? Sometimes when you have like the runway and the collection come out, but you don't know what the hell is going on, it gets confusing because it might not look nice, but it might look nice after you know how it got to be like that.
Yeah.
Because pieces might be falling apart, but it's part of the look. But then someone might think like, oh look, it's like shit.
It's falling apart. You didn't do your job right.
Yeah, so it's so important to like give the audience the statement, the personal statement.
Yeah.
Is it called personal statement?
Yeah, I think so. Like, personal statement or like statement of intent or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like I feel like I've only actually seen that with like one show that I went to where like they actually did have like this collection that is inspired by or based off of.
Yeah.
Because even some like designers, like some of them had like cohesive collections, and then some were just like 1, 2, 3 designs type thing.
1, 2, 3.
Yeah, literally like just 3 completely different designs. But I feel like it was definitely good just to see like where their minds were like when creating it, and like why they use a certain fabric or like
the colors. Yeah, because the ones that you showed me just now, I love all of those shapes. I'm a shape person. Yeah, I'm trying to do textiles masters, but I am definitely a shape person. I love shapes. I love manipulating shapes, making it go big, making it go small. Seeing it, sometimes, yeah, you can like it, but you don't know why that shape is like that, why that shape is curving out, why is it pointy, and there's always a reason. It's not just like she woke up one day and she decided to do it like that, or he woke up one day and decided to do it like that. So it would have been nice to get like a little bit of statement, you know, like oh, this is inspired by this, that. The color has been used to represent this, that.
Yeah, I agree.
Loved it though.
Yeah, agreed. Yeah, I feel like this one was very like, and it was a lot too. Like, it was a lot.
Oh my gosh, I didn't even go through all of them by the way.
Literally, it was a lot, but it was.
They were all students.
Yeah.
If you went to my uni and you were in my year, the year that I graduated, you know, we didn't have a lot of students. Like all of them dropped out. There's a lot of students here.
Yeah.
People are actually not dropping out.
People are not dropping out. Why do you think people dropped out? Like, was it like?
It was too hard for them. It was too hard for them.
What school did you go to?
I think people there, they just couldn't handle the stress that comes with fashion design. Because when you think of fashion design, you just think, oh, you know, you just design clothes, you know, but you forget you have to do pattern cutting, manipulating, everything, business, every single thing. And then when you do it, it's too hard. It's too hard. So I remember one girl left because she was suffering from too much anxiety and depression, so she left.
Yeah.
Another girl left because I didn't like her.
She kicked her out.
I didn't kick her out. Let's just say her work was not good enough to be there. So our lecturer, I think, told her off for her work to, you know, her work was shit.
Yeah.
So next year she never came back. She went somewhere else to study some whole different subject. It wasn't even creative anymore.
Wow.
Yeah. You have to be tough. You have to be tough in order to do the subject.
Yeah.
If you're not tough, then...
And that's interesting though too, because like I've been thinking about too, like when do you like decide or know that it's time to like pivot, kind of like jobs or like I guess a different field of study type thing, like
I think when you've given up on all of your I actually don't know.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I guess,
but I don't know, because I'm not giving up at the moment, but I feel like it's just like, you know, sometimes where it's like, damn, like am I gonna be in this field? Like, is this my...
Are you right for the industry?
Yeah, like, am I right for the industry? Like, is this my thing type thing? Like, am I putting too much effort into it for nothing to happen? type thing?
I think it comes with passion. As long as you have passion for the industry that you go into, it's fine. Yeah, sometimes you won't get the job that you want.
Yeah.
But passion is what's gonna drive you.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you don't
Yeah.
have passion for it, then you definitely know that you're not meant for the industry.
Exactly.
Yeah,
exactly.
like I'm still trying to get a job in the industry.
Yeah.
But I still have passion. I have like ideas. I'm just very what's the word?
Picky?
No. What's
I
the
don't know.
word when I get distracted a lot?
Oh. Distracted.
I procrastinate a lot, so I do have a lot of ideas, but
Yeah,
I procrastinate a lot.
honestly,
But
same.
the
Yeah.
passion is there. It is
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
Maybe it needs to be flamed a little bit more, but it's there. I'm not giving up.
Yeah. Agreed.
Just do other stuff on the side.
Other stuff until we make it back to
Right. Where
that
you
path.
wanna be.
Yeah. No, I agree. Like, because I definitely am a huge procrastinator.
I think this is the quickest decision we made.
Literally, like, let's just do it. Because, yeah, it definitely would have been sitting for a while. It would have been a few months down the line, like, do you still want to do the video? Yeah.
Do you even remember the show?
Right, exactly. Like, let's just wait for another one. Let's just do another one.
But in the future, hopefully, we get to do more of these.
Yeah.
If not, it's really nice to speak about other issues in the industry as well. Because I myself did my dissertation on cultural appropriation in fashion. Fashion, yeah. So
It'll be another thing, like, we could talk about, like, our dissertation
Of
topics and
course.
stuff.
yeah,
I'm still working on mine, so if you want to be in my focus group,
me.
hit me up. No,
Oh.
not you. I'm talking to the people. Talking to the people.
If you want to be in our focus group, hit her up.
Yeah, hit me up.
The information will be popped up here, the link and everything.
You could either send me email, I'll put my email, or DM me on Instagram. I'll put my Instagram as well. And also, if you don't want to do the focus group, there's always a survey as well. And I'll put that in the description down below.
So this is all for your dissertation. Down below.
Down below, go check it out.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Don't leave me and go to US.
But literally, yeah, I'm trying to stay. We'll have to see. I need to get a job so I can apply my visa.
Give her a job, please.
Yeah,
give her a job.
Or listen.
A sugar daddy.
That too. Or
Sugar mommy.
that as well. Or just follow me on here so we can post more and we can get some money from it. Okay, but that's also not why we're posting, but that's a plus.
It would help her stay here.
Yes, it'll help me to stay. So if you want us to keep talking and to continue our podcast / video essays, subscribe. Subscribe, hit the like button, share with your friends. If
Send
it's-
us questions.
Yeah, send us questions. If it's on Instagram, just repost us, you know.
Share
Yeah. Share and comment. Let us know that you like the video.
It's rainy. It's supposed to be summer and it's raining.
But I feel like it's been really summer though. Like I feel like this is the first rain in a little while now.
Yeah, because UK can't really handle the heat. The heat.
They can't take
So
the
we
heat.
need- we
They
need
gotta
rain.
get out the kitchen. No, just playing.
Last time it was 40 degrees and the train stopped moving.
Really?
My shoes started melting because there's some rubber shoes heel thingy. Mules.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some
It just started
mules?
melting. Yeah.
And it started melting? Do you
Because
have
it
a
was like
picture?
rubber jelly one. It wasn't melting, but it was like because it's got an arch, right?
Yeah,
it started
yeah,
wobbling,
kinda,
so I couldn't walk properly. I thought it was gonna break. It's crazy. I was going
But
on a
she
date
made
as
it
well.
out. Oh. Like, give me some more shoes, please. Thank you.
Please.
Yeah. She made it out. She made it out alive. We're here. Yeah. Yeah. Like, comment, subscribe.
Like, comment, and subscribe.
Thanks for hanging out with us.
Thanks for hanging out with us.
And yeah, peace out.
Peace out.
Bye. Have a happy fancy mother.